for a day, and that's it, man.
I was going to say, I feel like I still
worn out
courtesy
by
line.
11 a.m.
It's like, I'm done, man.
They're worn out by 11 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
My crazy. I have this one story that always sticks out. So to the millions of listeners out there, future
Goddamn right.
million listeners.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, you listen to this? This is where they go backwards. And they go, I'm going to listen to the early episodes.
Yeah,
it's perfect. Yeah.
exactly.
Hey boys, I'm single. I have got a little gap. I've got like a Madonna gap, and when I was younger, it was very caused me a lot of stress and drama because we live in a country where everybody's got perfect teeth. Brittany, smile. Your teeth are perfect, and I hate you. But so I have a gap in my teeth, and
She's like covering her mouth. She's like, I don't want to show my perfect. So being perfect is not even perfect. Yeah, it's like, oh no, I don't want to.
so
We love each other.
Oh, so much love. So one day a guy says to me, I give him his beer, I give him his Lagunitas or whatever, and he is like, your teeth are so sexy, I would lick them right now. And I was like, bro, you do not want to be there. I promise you. I promise you. I've said that in other circumstances too, like, bro.
Working the double shift.
Seafood festival. Yeah. So I was he still comes in all the time.
He's waiting for his turn. He's buying his time.
Oh my gosh!
Fucking teeth licker.
We know. Hey, just so y'all know, all out there, we remember y'all by your last names.
Yes.
So we're not going to call y'all out though.
That's right.
Oh, wait, actually,
We have class.
Oh.
I told at least 3 guys that I was going to talk about them on this podcast. And
Well, then please do. If you already opened
Yeah,
it
drop
up. fuck
name,
it.
social security numbers. Let's do it.
just names, social security numbers,
We
fake
call dibs
Instagrams.
on y'all. Like
Yeah.
we follow y'all on Instagram as soon as we see you.
It doesn't matter if you follow us back or not. We know.
We're watching.
But it is something to think about. So women in this industry, so for instance, yesterday, so I was off, I had a couple drinks when I got off, and I sat at a table with some of our regulars that were men. And one of my girlfriends came in that used to work at Chicks with me.
Mary?
No.
Oh, okay.
And so she
No names. No names.
Keep it going.
right? So we sit down and I gas my girl up. I'm like, oh my God, guys, this is my girl. She's beautiful. She's wonderful. This is her, right? And the first thing that she says is, yeah. I used to work here, and it's time for Ashley to get out of here. It's just time. She's ready to be done. And I'm like, okay. You know, first off, let's be clear that I make more money than you. And it is also inappropriate for you to be saying what I need to do with my life in front of a group of people that you don't know. And also, I make more money than you. And you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like people don't respect what we do, but we make more money than you.
Yeah.
And happier.
Yes,
And
also
happy.
you're
Oh,
not.
God.
It's fun.
Yeah.
No one knows because we don't get a salary pay. But at
Right.
the end of the day, it's like we may have a great freaking night and
But we had fun, and our work doesn't feel like work.
No.
Yeah.
It's
And
yeah.
going back
Yes.
to having a great team, though.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Right.
it's fun. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
a social outlet, and you make a shit ton of money. It's
Yeah.
great. It's
Like,
great.
I mean, I'm not saying, like, hey, if you had aspirations to be a doctor or a lawyer, like, don't give it up to be a bartender.
Right. Yeah, totally.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
Follow those dreams.
Don't do it.
But that being
You want to
said,
cure cancer? Go bug yourself. Serve a vodka soda.
yeah. Jameson is on the rise, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that, like, don't sit here and think that because our hours are off. But we live in beautiful homes. We've got dogs and children and wives, and
Yeah.
We pay our bills mostly on time.
We'd rather spend on other luxury things.
We get Botox. Like, I mean, shit. Like,
Made it. Fucking
That's
made
what keeps
it.
us looking so young.
yeah, exactly.
But that is true. I mean, I only did that one little stint where I was.
You got Botox once?
Oh,
For a
yeah,
stint.
absolutely. Yeah. I got
sense.
ass injections, the whole nine. No, but like real talk, when I was in Cleveland, working that sales job, I gained so much weight. Because I was just sitting on my ass for 10 hours a day. But like just working at a bar is a physical job.
Yeah.
And it keeps you in relative shape. Like
Yeah.
even if you never went to the gym, you're like, okay.
You're still standing for
You're still
however-
standing for
I mean,
hours.
and if you're like me and I'm pouring a drink, I'm like flexing my abs for the boys that are
Hold the
watching
core.
from the side.
Popping that right cheek out.
Hey, daddy.
But it's also mentally and physically, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
And
It
people
is.
don't think that because we're not doing the other normal 9-to-5 business aspect, but it's
We have
exhausting.
different hours, but
It is, and you deal
gotta
with
deal with other people's
drunk
shit.
people that.
you know what? Like, and I don't think that people that work 9-to-5s, and I'm not, verbally assaulting the people that work 9-to-5s because, like, praise you, but. You know how much easier it is to get shit done in your life when you don't have to work Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday?
Bro, no lie.
And
Oh
you
my
can get
God.
everything. Guess
Done.
what? The post office is dead at 3 o'clock on a Monday.
DMV.
Guess, you know what I
I
mean?
went to
Like,
Walmart on a Saturday
everything.
once. Never go back. Never go back on a
Exactly.
Saturday.
Oh,
Fuck that
God.
shit. Grocery shopping on a Saturday.
Oh, those
Fuck that.
lines.
Monday morning is prime time to go
Yeah.
grocery shopping.
Busch Gardens,
Fun.
theme parks,
Oh, yeah.
movies.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Fuck
So,
pink.
so like,
Done.
so
I hate
we,
lines.
we don't have
Can't
real
do it.
jobs. We
Yeah.
don't have real jobs, but okay, cool. When you get out in the real world after your real job, you've got to wait 45 minutes to get a table.
That shit's-
Guess what?
that shit
I
sucks
go,
real bad.
I can go to any restaurant
Yeah.
and guarantee I know someone that's going to take care of me.
Especially in this town. You know what I mean? Everyone
In
knows
this town,
everyone.
yeah.
With this position, we learn social skills that we never had before. We learned how not to be a fucking shit person. We were talking about this yesterday. Is
Yeah.
that probably before I started working in a restaurant, I was probably a shit person too.
Absolute
Do you
asshole.
know what I mean? And so didn't know how to
Absolute
tip.
asshole. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Didn't treat people as well as I do now. I mean,
Understand social
I mean,
cues.
I was a pretty nice person, but I think as far as like the decency that you have to your fellow man, just randomly, like I think I've become a better person that way because of working in restaurants, but also the social network. I mean, as far as networking in general, like you said, like you can go anywhere you want, and then they're probably like you can get in faster than anybody else. You probably know somebody there or the next place, and then not only
And
just
we don't take advantage of it.
no, it's just it's like we've
It's
become
just-
part of this community, and then
Yeah.
even outside of the restaurants, the people that come in that we talk to, they become part of our community as well. Like Yard House was one of the greatest networking situations. People I was hanging out
Yard
with
House
that like
is
millions
amazing.
of dollars, and they just treat me like I'm just this regular guy, and it's like I am this regular guy, and so are you. And it's like it breaks this like ice where it's like, oh wow, we're all just people here,
Right.
and we can all just be part of this thing.
And so one thing that when I thought about coming on this podcast that I was like I want to talk about is the aspect of being you as a bartender are also like a psychologist because people will
You're a barstool therapist.
yes,
Yeah.
it is a real thing. I remember I was 21. I was a new bartender. I'm like. I'm
Shot
like,
down.
I will never forget this. This was the first instance where I was like, okay, people need bartenders because this woman, and it is a tale as old as time. This woman had took her husband's shirt to get dry cleaned, and she found like some lipstick on the collar, right? So her husband was cheating. The bitch that he was cheating with probably did that on purpose, so the bitch would know, and the wife wasn't going to leave him, but she needed to have a bottle of wine in 5 minutes. And so, but that tale as old as time, but you see that in so many other respects. You see people that just need that outlet. They need a bartender that is not going to be judgmental.
And just and actually care.
And you do begin to care about the people
Oh, yeah.
that come in. You know what I mean? Like, hey, how are you? I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. I was worried about you. How's your mother doing? You know? It's
Building regular.
It's a good community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also see the absolute
worst of the worst.
Worst of the
Yeah,
worst.
yeah.
And it's awful to say that because we see things that we don't want to see. I don't know how else to say it, but
Men cheating.
Yeah.
That's how we say
yeah,
it.
not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
men, not just men. I will say
both.
women
Yeah.
too. But it's awful because some of them happen to be some associate.
Tell the story about the guy who had a wedding ring,
bro,
then
let
didn't
her
have a
speak.
wedding ring, and then didn't had it. No, tell the story.
No, okay. Here's one of the situations.
No names.
I actually don't know him, but he we watch. I mean, that's our jobs. We talk shit about everyone at the bar. So we look behind us, and there was this guy, and I'm like, oh, he's attractive. Like, I mean, I'm sorry.
Sure.
No matter married or not, you can say people are attractive.
100%. I'm married, and I'll be like,
Steve's-
she's cute.
Yes, and,
100%,
Steve's
yeah.
married, and how many women are obsessed with him? Numerous. Anyways,
of them?
but all of them, and money. Thank you. So basically, what I was going to say is
It's all
that,
those divorcees that come into chicks. Let's get real. It's
yeah,
fine.
of course. And so this man was looking. I looked at him the whole night, and I was like, okay, he was hanging out for a bit, and I see he has a wedding ring. Cool. Like whatever. He was with his buddies. A couple hours pass, and then I look over and I'm like, Ash, I was like, he doesn't have his ring on anymore.
Oh, no shit.
Took it off.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, whatever. This is his man's life.
So we're watching.
Then I'm like, I'm going to watch this guy. Like, this is my night. I'm like, I don't care how busy I am.
I'm invested
my
now.
eyes,
They
are on
can
this
wait.
man.
Yeah.
And I look over and he starts talking to this female, and I'm like, okay. And I'm watching, but come in the night, there's no happiness to the story, I guess, for him. But he puts the ring back on. He's closing out his tab, and we're just like, it's just, that's one situation, but
The ring magically appeared when the girl left and wasn't interested.
Maybe he was buffing it. You know what I mean? Like he took it off.
Like in his
to
pocket?
shine it.
It wasn't gold,
Buffing it in his pocket.
it was probably one of those rubber bands.
but no,
Maybe it was
so-
a promise ring, and he was like, "Ooh, she's interested. I'm gonna take."
So
this
I will
bitch
say
out."
this. I will say that as women in this industry, I've had a couple close friends that were strippers when they were younger, right? And they're like never made better money, and I'm like, if there was a position for girls with daddy issues, then I'd be down.
Sure.
But sign me up. But I also can't dance. But
That's a big part of it.
so
I actually never.
I know I.
Just standing outside.
But I think that's like
Yeah,
like
so
our
right
huge
there.
requirement.
I just never.
I literally said, if there is a time of day that the men come in and they want girls with daddy issues that can't dance, then down as fuck to do this. But as women in this industry, there have been many times that we have seen men that we know have wives, girlfriends, girls you're DMing, Bumble matches, and we're like, hey, why are you talking to that girl so much? Why are you paying that much attention? And I think for Britt and I, we can both agree that it's, I don't want to say damaged us a little bit, but
Oh, you're
we're-
trusting men.
Oh,
and,
fuck.
oh yeah.
Well, I was
yeah,
gonna
Yeah.
say, so like Evan, I know we're in the same boat on this. Like, I miss the whole social media dating thing.
Yeah.
Like, I've
yeah.
never been a part of it
You
because,
didn't have to be,
like,
yeah.
before,
Yeah.
it didn't come out until after I was married, or I met Mercedes by that point. But how has that changed the game with guys hitting on you? Like, how many times does someone match with you guys and then come in?
Oh, we get. Well, I make my shit. I will do like Bumble for 30 minutes and then go back to snooze mode because I get when a guy is looking at me, I'm just like, oh my god, did he see me on Bumble? Like, oh, I feel so pathetic about it. But we always talk about this. We don't need Bumble. Men use Bumble to find girls to fuck. We don't need Bumble to fuck men. We,
Gotcha.
you know what I mean?
Actually interact with the man.
Like
and
women call the shots when it comes to hooking up. Men call the shots when it comes to dating. And that think about it for a second.
Yeah, on Bumble. Yeah.
No, not even on Bumble.
Just in general.
In life. So
Yeah, yeah.
a girl can go to a guy at a bar and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna sit on your face tonight. Are you down?" And he'll be
That's
like,
true. She has all the power because the guy will be like,
Yes.
yes or no.
And he'll be like, "Down,"
Yeah.
right? Right, but so then the next day when the girl's like, "Hey, I had a really great time.
Can I
Want to
sit on
hang
your
out
face
again?"
He's like, nah.
And then